Good morning, everybody at St Matt's. My name is Di, and as most of you will know, I'm currently studying at Theological College to be a priest in the Church of England, and we have chapel every morning, Monday to Friday, before we start our days. And a few thoughts from chapel this morning prompted me to share some of these thoughts with you for this week's midweek thought. So we started by reading Psalm 40, which I'd like to read the first 3 verses to you. I waited patiently for the Lord to help me, and he turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the pit of despair, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on solid ground and steadied me as I walked along. He has given me a new song to sing, a hymn of praise to our God. Many will see what he has done and be amazed. They will put their trust in the Lord. After hearing the fullness of that psalm, we then sang When Peace Like a River, and I'd like to just read to you the first verse. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. And just a little aside, if you'd like to know a bit more about why Spatford wrote that hymn and those words, it's a good little thing to look up, so I encourage you to do that if you have time today or in the week. So after hearing this psalm and this hymn, we then had a moment, 5 or so minutes of quiet, just to reflect. Well, it would have been quiet if there hadn't been a garden strimmer and a chainsaw going off outside for most of that time. So it was hard to kind of focus and to really hear and seek God's presence in the midst of annoying mechanical noises. And it kind of made me think about in our day-to-day lives where we trying to seek God's peace, but we're feeling buffered or battered by our experiences or our life around us, whether that's through work or our health or something to do with our loved ones, or, as I'm sure we're all aware, the wider news and things that are going on in the world which are causing so much pain and destruction to so many. And in studying looking this up a bit more, I came across the words of a preacher in Germany during the Second World War. He's called Helmut Thielicke, and something he wrote at that time was, the greatest mysteries of God are always enacted in the depths. God's rule grows mighty in the midst of our terrors. And he continues, in times of crisis, we call to the Father to rescue, comfort, and enable us not only to endure, but also to sense his presence. And they're powerful words, aren't they? But they remind us of a powerful God who can be with us in those times to still us in the storms, as we know through some of the stories in the Gospels of where Jesus was with those and reminded them of his peace in the greatest of trials. And so back to Psalm 40. He set my feet on solid ground and steadied me as I walked along. And I wonder where you just need that steadying peace and presence of the Lord in your life at the moment, wherever you may be. And I just pray that peace of God will be with you. And let me just finish with a prayer as we come to the end of this little reflection. Let us pray. Lord, help me to live in your presence. Help me to deepen my trust in you. Lead me each day so that whatever comes, I will sense your peace and your presence. Amen. God bless you all. Bye.